Kyle Busch passing away, and as a race person, obviously it's in the back of your mind, and it's just hard to shake. There are certain losses that hit harder than others, even with people that you don't have a close personal relationship with. Sometimes you think more about them than you do even the people that you do know. Now, even though I'm involved with NASCAR and racing, I wasn't terribly close with Kyle. My buddy Derek certainly was basically his boss. I worked with him every single day. Can't imagine what he's, going through today. But, a shocking loss anytime someone that age, an athlete, is suddenly rushed to the hospital, and then within 12 hours of that news, you get the news that they've passed away. And I remember reading Kyle Busch rushed to the... And first of all, I thought it was AI, because that's the world we live in now. I'm like, oh, what the heck's going on? And I read a little deeper and went through a couple of news resources, and he was, yes, rushed to the hospital with a mysterious illness. And there was something in the back of my mind that thought, geez, this is not good, because there are zero details about it. And the way that Kyle lived his life was, and I'm not saying it because it's a racing thing, it's just the first thing that came to my head, just speaking freely here, he lived full throttle. And he did a lot of things in a very short life that a lot of people wanted to do later on in life. And by that I mean, we always say we're going to do it someday. And in the racing world, a lot of it's like, well, when I'm done driving, I'm going to own my own team. Kyle did that at 20-something years old. When I'm older, I'm going to build a big building and house race cars. Kyle did that at 22. When I'm older, I'm going to foster racing talent. The impact of Kyle Busch will be felt for generations of drivers. And I don't just mean in the fandom sense, but the number of people that he took under his wing and fostered their talent. And was he a hard guy to work for? I'm sure he was. Doesn't seem like he has a very sunny disposition when you wreck his race car. Helped the system, made the place a better place than it was than when he arrived. We bring ourselves into it if we're a certain age, and the way that I do it is like, geez, I remember when Kyle was too young to run in the National Series. And, now he's gone. And now, some people see him as the elder statesmen of NASCAR because that's when they came along. Just like when I came along, Richard Petty and Cale Yarborough were the elder statesmen of NASCAR. And NASCAR, the world was a better place for it. And it's a reminder that even though you're healthy and you can be an athlete and perceptibly doing just fine, no one knows. Unless you have a hard prognosis or you're of a certain age and you kind of know how things are going to play out in the next few months, no one really knows how long their rope is. And how tight do you hang on to the end of that rope? I mean, you got to hang on as tight as you can because you don't know when that rope's going to run out. And clear reminder with the loss of the iconic talent of Kyle Busch. And I often say this in conversation, whether it's on this show or just in life, especially in sports, greatness is never appreciated in its time. And unfortunately, it takes a passing sometimes for people to put their personal opinion of someone aside and say, oh, yeah, well, they were really good after all. Oh, yeah, we're going to concentrate more on that. And I'm glad that they are. Still, Kyle Busch, iconic talent, the winningest driver in NASCAR, and just a tough loss all around. As a husband, as a father, he was excellent in both roles, and his impact will be lasted and be felt for certainly generations.
Connect with York County's morning show at 324-1220.